What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very, very sad video. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, I do not have good news for you guys, especially if you guys are here to watch a lot of the M3 content, because unfortunately the E92 M3 is going bye-bye. So I figured I'd make a quick video for you guys just talking about my general experience with this car. And I recently did a video about all of the modifications on this vehicle, so if you guys need to check that out, or if you guys have questions about some of the stuff that I've had on this car, definitely go check that out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go for a little bit of a drive real quick, because this is probably gonna be the last time that I get to drive this car. I do need to clean it up before the new owner takes delivery. Actually, the car is gonna be leaving, I think, tomorrow, probably afternoon, and it's going to be picked up by a truck and delivered to the new owner who lives in Maine. So the car is going to go, you know, to the east coast, and yeah, so hopefully he will enjoy the car just like I have over the last 5 years of my ownership. So let's go for a quick drive. I'll kind of talk about the car. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the exhaust noise. I know it's pretty loud, so I'll try to speak up. But yeah, so let's get going. All right, so for those of you that don't know, this is a 2013 BMW E92 M3. It's got 27,800 miles on it. I bought this car 5 years ago with 21,600 or 21,800 miles, something in that range. So I've put 6,000 miles on it in my ownership, and over the course of 5 years, and it's been a really joy. It's been a great joy to have this car. This is actually my second E92 M3. That's how much I love these cars. Nothing beats the S65 sound or the exhaust noise. So this is a 6-speed manual. It is also a ZCP car, so it does have the competition pack. It also has the carbon roof here, so no moonroof. And it's Alpine white, black interior, and basically almost a nearly identical spec to my previous M3. That's how much I really wanted an Alpine white car. I know it's the most common color, but I really just love white, and especially in the BMW, I love Alpine white. So obviously, by the title of the video, the car is leaving, like I mentioned, and just kind of wanted to discuss why. In some other recent videos, if you guys have not been following along, I actually sold my daily driven F30 335i and loved that car. My plan was to keep this car forever. That was kind of my plan when I initially bought the car, but obviously plans change, and so, you know, I sold the F30. We actually ended up selling our Project E46 330, and now I'm going to be selling this. Additionally, 2 days ago, I actually sold my house. So the plan is to build a custom home. My fiance and I, we bought some land, almost 2 acres worth of land, so we're going to be building a custom home. And you know, having two cars, not the most practical thing in the world. And you know, I kind of told myself, if somebody offered me some, you know, good price on this car, I would be willing to let it go. Anything is for sale at the right price. So in my eyes, you know, I've had my fun with this car. You know, I've gone to car meets and things like that, and you know, I've pretty much modded this the way I, you know, always envisioned it. The only thing that I would probably do left is, you know, maybe an upgraded diff and a supercharger, but the car's got plenty of power. You know, I'm more about the driving experience, and having a manual car does that for me. My last M3 is the DCT, so if you guys are trying to figure out whether to buy a DCT or manual, you know, that's personal preference. Both cars are fantastic. The DCT is extremely responsive, very nice car, very solid. I hate to say it, but the manual is, dare I say, more raw, but also more clunky. So, you know, it's not nearly as precise as a DCT car. It's obviously not as fast, you know, shifting and things like that, but nothing compares to the driving experience. I mean, it's just fantastic. Like, you know, I love love shifting this thing. It's a little bit sloppy, but you know, that's kind of what gives this car some character. And you know, it's a fantastic car to own. And in terms of like maintenance and things like that, like, you know, I've only owned the car for 6,000 miles, so maintenance has been, you know, very basic, lots of fluid changes and things like that. But you know, otherwise I've had like no issues with this car whatsoever. You know, people freak out about rod bearings and things like that, but this car has such low mileage that I'm not worried about it. And you know, the failure rate with rod bearings is like less than 1%, so I don't know why everybody freaks out about that problem. Yeah, it can happen, but as long as you have a proper, you know, warm-up sequence, you should be good. Ooh, here's an M6. Sick. Oh, yeah. I've always wanted one of those too. Anyway, yeah, so maintenance-wise, been a very, very solid car for me. No issues or anything like that. And so if you guys are looking to buy one of these, I would say now is the time to do so, because the prices on these, especially low mile, you know, solid prime examples like this one, people are paying a premium for it. And like I said, you know, if I were to sell this car, which I am, you know, it'd have to be a price that I can't refuse, and that's why I'm letting it go. So the new owner's getting a fantastic car, and hopefully he will enjoy it more than I have. So the way the car is currently sitting is how it is going to the new owner. I am swapping the ZCP wheels back on, but other than that, the way it sits is the way it ships. So, like I said, truck should be coming here tomorrow to pick this car up. But fantastic car. This is probably my 7th or 8th exhaust iteration on this car, and this is by far my favorite setup. So currently I have an AFE carbon intake. It does have a BPM stage 2 tune on it. It also does have a Mach Schnell catless X pipe, so it's catless but has 2 resonators to kind of keep some of the drone down. It does have a little bit of drone, but I don't daily drive this car, so it's not terrible. It also does have an Eisenman race rear section, and the noises are just I'm gonna miss that more than anything about this car, is the freaking noise. So, oh man. Yeah, I mean, I'm regretting selling this car. I've gone back and forth even with the guy that's purchasing this car. I've gone back and forth with him over the last couple of months about whether or not I want to sell it. And, you know, I did not list the car, so for a lot of you that are, you know, have been DMing me over the years about wanting to buy this thing, I didn't actually list the car. This guy just happened to post on Facebook about looking for a very specific car, and I fit the bill. And like I said, you know, if the price is right, I'll sell it. So that's exactly what's happening here. I'm definitely going to miss this car. I definitely have not driven it probably the way that a lot of people do. You know, I've never tracked the thing. You know, this is strictly a weekend car that I can enjoy, and you know, on the back roads and that sort of stuff. And you know, I haven't even driven it to its full potential. That's for damn sure. But I've still enjoyed my ownership experience, and you know, depending on how things go as the years go by, this is already a future classic car. And you know, someday if I can find another one of these low mile that you know, a really nice clean example, something, you know, maybe an individual color or something like that, I would love to pick up one of these again years from now and keep it forever, because this is just a fantastic car. It's just so good. Whew. And it's just extremely responsive, and they just don't make cars like this anymore. BMW will never make a naturally aspirated V8 M3 ever again, and it really tears my heart out to get rid of this thing, but sometimes you gotta move on in life. And I always told myself, you know, if I were to sell this car, it would have to be for a P car. You know, that's my main goal, is to get into a Porsche. And you know, but the way things are moving in my current life, you know, building a new house and all that, you know, a Porsche is not the most financially smart thing to do. So I will be finding another car to replace this, so stay tuned for another video on what that will be. I've got a lot of people asking me what I'm going to do, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you might see some of my Instagram stories about looking for something specific. But I will tell you that the next car will be a manual car, because I will not make that mistake again in buying, you know, a DCT or an automatic, whatever. But the next car will be a daily driven car. I'm going to not worry about the miles, and I'm going to just enjoy the damn thing. And not that I didn't enjoy this one, I obviously did enjoy it quite a bit, but I love the whole modding experience, and the next car will be a lot of really great content for you guys. Hopefully it'll add some more subscribers to the channel, because we are still pretty small, but you guys will have plenty of content coming up. So unfortunately for now, you guys are gonna have to say goodbye to the E92 M3. Follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not sure what's more sad, me selling my house that I built 5 years ago, or selling this car, which I also bought 5 years ago. I'm really gonna miss this thing, so a little bit of a bittersweet thing here, but it's been a good ride, and I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the sponsors on this channel that have helped bring this car and my my previous F30 to where it was and where this car is today. It's been a fantastic experience, and yeah, lots more to come. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.